Well, now my shirt matches the chair. It never ends. So last week I mentioned I either wanted to do a drawing video or a doll video. And I've customized several dolls before, but I never filmed it. So I feel like that means we have to do the doll video. So for this project, we've got a very ratty Disney Animator's Elsa doll. I mean, she is just, oof, yep, that hair. I think at some point this was a headband, but now it's just a piece of ribbon that's sewn into her head for no reason, so definitely gonna remove that. I'm gonna remove all the factory paint with 100% acetone. And then at that point you do have the option to draw your own eyes, but I prefer the inset eyes. I just think they look better. But first, to protect the rest of the doll, why am I protecting the hair again? I don't know, I just cut up the sock and I was trying to use the whole sock. It never gets old how quickly the acetone removes all the factory paint. It's very satisfying. Oop. Gross. Now this is the part of the video that gets kind of creepy, and I don't really know how to say that any other way, but we're gonna cut the little eyeball mold out with an X-Acto knife. There we go.
Man, that look like a damn apocalypse now, man, and I'm lying on the horror. Oh, Lord.
And we're also gonna remove this rat's nest, because she's getting a wig. Again, this looks really weird, but I have no alternative, so we're just giving her a little baby craniotomy. It's fine. It's kind of like removing the top of a pumpkin after you carve it. Maybe don't think about that too much. So inside the head, the hair is sewn in these little tracks, and you have to tediously remove it, which takes forever, in case you were wondering. Now that that's out of the way, I need to finish sanding her eye sockets. So I'm just taking my Dremel and a really small sanding tool and just fixing up the sockets and picking off the little dust bits. Pretty even, I think. Now I bought 2 different pairs of eyes, one because I wasn't sure what color I wanted, and 2 because I wasn't sure what size eyeball I would need. So we've got a 26mm green pair and a 28mm brown pair. It looks like the 28mm fits pretty good. I'm pretty sure the green ones are going to be too small, but yeah. You see that gap in the corner? Ooh. And then I'm just going to use a little bit of clay to kind of mock up what I want the eyes to look like, so I'll remember for later. Can't really insert them now because I have a lot of painting to do, but that's basically what we're going for. So now I'm just going to prep her face with some acrylic sealant and try to figure out what to do about these stains. Ooh. Now that she's all primed and ready to go, I'm going to take some acrylic paint and this toothbrush and give her some freckles. And then just kind of flick it on there and dab it a little bit so that it's not quite as opaque. I feel like these might be a little bit dark, so I'm going to do them over with a lighter color. Yeah, that's much better. And then after another coat of sealant, I started to apply some chalk pastels with a makeup brush, but I don't know, the chalk pastels really aren't sticking very well, so I'm going to swap over to some actual makeup because I've always had better luck with that anyway, so I'm just gonna do that. This part always makes me feel like the little old man from Toy Story 2. And then as I'm layering, I'm also giving her coats of sealant so that I don't lose my progress. But you can kind of see already that she's looking more people-y skin toned and less creepy doll skin tone. Unless you find this creepy, in which case, Now she needs some eyebrows, so I'm going to use a watercolor pencil and just kind of lightly sketch them in. I don't want them to be super dark because it's like a child doll. There we go. And then I'm just going to put some clear varnish on her lips because I think that looks cool. And then I am going to take some of the chalk pastels and just go over the eyebrows a tiny bit. Okay, now that she's back from her last coat of sealant, I'm going to attach the eyelashes. Top ones and bottom ones. And I'm going to use lash glue because it works. Surprisingly, these did not take a lot of fiddling to get them to look right. Wish I had the same luck on my own eyeballs, but never mind. And now we insert the eyeballs. And I'm using epoxy sculpt to kind of set them because I've just had the best luck with that. I know a lot of people like to use blue tack because it's not permanent, but for me, I don't change the eyes out, so I also end up gluing the head together so you can't really get in there anyway. There we go. I want to try on the outfit I bought for her because I can't sew doll clothes. So I ordered something and I'm not sure if it's gonna fit. Be lying if I said I didn't buy it specifically for this jacket just because I thought it was cool. I think those shoes will fit. The Disney Animator Doll size is so strange because most doll clothes are either too big or too small. There's nothing that really fits them except whatever outfit they came in, which is super frustrating for people who customize these. And I'm pretty sure I didn't check the size because I think this is for a 14-inch doll and it shows. But at least the jacket fits. That was the main part I cared about. I mean, she's got no hope putting that hood on, but you know. Yeah, the shoes, those don't fit either. We'll figure something out. But before we do that, wig time. So this is the first option, which I really like. But I also bought another one just in case. And looks like that baby from Hotel Transylvania, if I'm being honest.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, no. Let's put the blonde one back on. I think it works. I do, however, feel like she needs a little headband. So I'm going to give her one of those out of some elastic and then just glue some little pom-poms on it so she can be a bear. I don't know. And then I'm going to attempt to fix this outfit, but no promises because I can't sew doll clothes. I'm just going to attach some embroidery thread so that I can tie the shirt in the back, and then hopefully I can figure out some other element to this outfit so that she's not just Donald Ducking it in the rain. I don't know. And then just for fun, I stuck a little bear sticker on the shirt because I thought, you know, looked a little plain. The back looks a bit rough. So I took a chance and ordered some more doll clothes online, and surprise, none of that fit either. So I'm gonna use this hat. Yeah, that's a doll hat that gives you some idea of the size of wrongness that I purchased, and try and turn that into an overall skirt. After I hit the seams with some hot glue, I'm just gonna take some felt and make a waistband that I can adjust at the back in case this is also still too big. And then I'm just gonna take some more felt and make the rest of the overalls. It looks pretty good. I mean, it's gonna cover up the shirt, but the shirt is not great, so that's okay. After gluing the overall straps on, I realized I kind of need some sort of decorative button for these so that they don't just look plain. And then I remembered I have these really cute little flower alphabet beads. And immediately I thought the letter X would work because it kind of looks like a sewn-on button if you squint really hard. I was trying to decide between the pink and the red beads. I know on camera it looks like the bow on the hat matches the red beads, but it's actually a hot pink and ugly, so I'm probably gonna take that off anyway, but you know. And the bow is gone, but it left a nice little snag in the fabric, so we gotta cover that. I originally bought these wings for the bear rings. Try saying that 5 times fast. But I thought they would kind of work for this. So I've attached that, and I think it kind of needs a bear. Doesn't everything. That works. Now I just gotta glue the little beads on and attach the back straps onto the dress. All right, let's check the front. Oh yeah, okay. I also bought a petticoat because I thought it would fit under the dress, which it doesn't. After thinking about it for a little bit, I decided to completely scrap everything that I made and just start over. So I made this little box pleated skirt out of felt, and I modded the petticoat so that it would actually fit the doll, and I tried to do some sort of overalls skirt situation. I embedded some elastic into the straps so that I could hook the strap over the bead, that way the outfit's not glued to her permanently. For the shirt, I ended up just making a white tube top because nothing else was working. Now, unfortunately, that does mean that we're not using this, but I'm sure we'll find a use for him at some point. So to recap, this is what we started with, and this is what we ended up with. I feel like all of this came together way better than I was expecting it to, especially considering I had to make like 90% of this. And I am by no means an expert in making doll clothes, so the fact that this turned out at all is good. I'm gonna go ahead and put her in the Etsy shop because I would think she's creepy and would prefer that she not live with us, so. And speaking of the shop, you might notice a few new things this week. The sticker sheets finally came in, there's some keychains, some new earrings, so lots of things. A little bit less than I had anticipated, unfortunately. I decided to drill through my thumb this week, so that kind of slowed me down just a little bit. But I hope you guys had fun with this one. I had fun filming it. And I will see you in the next one with something. I don't know what yet. But until then, thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, and I will see you next time.